and welcome to How Ines Rolls. And look who I have today. I have the Grill Master Paul. So today we are making
Chicken Ramen Stir Fry.
Doesn't that sound so good? So let's get started. First off, chicken stir fry doesn't sound like it can be made on the grill. So really what Paul's doing is grilling the chicken portion. I felt like that would bring a lot of good flavor into this mix, don't you think?
I do.
So Paul first is going to marinate chicken. Ew. What are you planning to marinate it with?
Just teriyaki sauce.
So just a simple teriyaki sauce. It can be anything Asian that you have. And he's gonna, what do you suggest is a good marinade time?
A couple hours is good. Normally too much longer, the meat can get soggy.
All right, so I think we'll do maybe hour and a half or so. And then in the meantime, I'll be showing you the portion that I'm doing. So today we're doing, ramen isn't gluten-free, but I did find some rice noodles for Paul. So I'm going to be doubling the sauce, and then we'll split it in half over his portion and then our portion. So it'll have a gluten-free option. So it should be delicious, and I can't wait to get started on the sauce. So first off, let's get these chickens marinating. So what kind of sauce is that?
It's just
A store brand. I know, but do you like that one?
yeah, it's Mandarin teriyaki sauce. So it's actually from Panda Express. It's hard to find a good teriyaki sauce that we like.
I agree. Do you want to show the front of that bottle in case somebody is interested? All right, that was pretty good. So for our recipe today, I'm just going to be using this red bell pepper. I'm going to be putting some green onions just for garnish on top. And then we'll also be adding a little bit of cabbage. Not a lot. I won't follow the complete recipe, but I will link the recipe in my description box below. I just thought it was fun to do because I was inspired by actually going to a teppanyaki place, which I'll show you here. Not exciting. I just seeing that all that flame, and the food was so delicious. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to try to recreate that with a ramen noodle dish. You could really add a lot of different vegetables to it. So if you have like snap peas or carrots, anything that you'd like to add, but I think I'm going to just try to follow the recipe today. So let me just get these prepped and started, and I'm going to put them over to the side while Paul is grilling. So it should be pretty easy. Okay, so I have my veggies now to the side. I'm just gonna put that there. I don't think I showed you this cabbage. All I did was buy like coleslaw type cabbage, and I'll add that to the recipe later. But I just chopped some green onions. Have you ever tried to just regrow your green onions? Now, I heard if you just keep them in water, keep them on the counter, they regrow. I'll try it. Let me know in the comments if you've ever regrown your green onions. Also, I wanted to show you the ramen that I'm using, just like regular top ramen. So I'll be using 3 packets, not the seasoning. So just the packets, and then putting them aside, and also keeping about a cup or so of the water. It'll be useful for the recipe. And then for Paul, I found this in our Asian area at Winco, and it is rice sticks pasta. And I cannot read, or it does not say how to cook it. So I looked online, and it will be under boiling water for about 2 to 3 minutes. So that'll be really easy, super fast. I don't need all of this, so I might just take about 3/4 of it or so, and then I'll put the other part in a baggie. Maybe if Paul ever wants to just have noodles, again, he can use them. But this is gonna make a lot for him, so I'm looking forward to having him take some for lunches too. So I'm super excited, and this rice product is gluten-free because it's made out of rice. So this is gonna be good for his tummy. So let's get going. I'm gonna finish cleaning up and then I'll go check on Paul. All right, so Paul is now putting the chicken on the grill. It smells so good already. So this is gonna have some good flavor with those noodles.
Yep.
So Paul was in the kitchen taking a look at the sauce ingredients, and I think he's feeling a little skeptical, guys.
We'll see.
We'll see. So how long do you think that will cook for?
Maybe about 15-20 minutes or so.
Okay, that'll give me some time to go get that stuff ready with the sauce and the noodles. So right behind me, I have some pots of water going. I have 4 packages here because I'm just gonna make plain ramen for the little guy because he's an extra picky kind of guy. So I'm just gonna make him a little ramen. I might add a couple of slices of chicken and be done with it. But for the rest of us, I'm making a sauce that is got oyster flavored sauce, some sriracha, some honey, soy sauce, and some sesame oil. So just combining those ingredients, I'm gonna put it in a little cup here, and it actually won't, I'm gonna double it because remember I'm making a gluten-free version and a regular version, and you can see it's not gonna even fill this whole thing up. So it's gonna be very flavorful, it's a really concentrate, but it's gonna disperse through all of the noodles. And I'm also reserving a cup of water from the noodles on the side to kind of thin it out a little bit. So I'll bring you closer. So I opted to get a low sodium soy sauce, and because I'm doubling the recipe. Now I don't normally cook with these ingredients, but I'm kind of glad I have them. Because if it all goes well, I'm going to be using them again. If it doesn't, then I'm going to be giving them to my friends. So we gotta get some oil in here. You know what, I'm gonna do this last. Because I told Paul I would. Some honey for that sweetness. And then we're gonna do some sriracha, which is gonna be for, obviously, some spice. Oh, it's got a good smell already. Oh yeah, this is totally fine. So this is going to be tablespoons, but because it's my family, I thought I would do teaspoons to go much smaller, just in case. Now, it's oyster flavored sauce. It's not even fishy at all. Not to me anyways. So I'm just gonna kind of get this all nicely blended in. It's pretty thick, you guys, I'm not gonna lie. So that's why that water is good for thinning it out. This is gonna bring in so much good flavor to those ramen noodles. I'm so excited. Okay, things are happening. So I have behind me noodles going and boiling and cooking. And I'm now going to get started on making and softening up the veggies, which won't take very long. And then when Paul comes in, we'll just chop up the chicken, add it and the sauces all together. So easy. And so also right now, if you're watching this video in real time, I'm actually on the Philips Live trying to be their moderator. So I'm gonna try to be like multitasking going on here and commenting. So I'm so grateful to all of you that say hello to me in their Sunday chats. I think it's so fun. But right now I need to get this recipe started because like the Philips, we're hungry too. So I'm just going to get this butter going. So I have 2 pans going. So this one will be for the regular ramen. This one is for the gluten-free ramen. So Paul loves bell peppers a lot. So I'm gonna actually give him a little bit more than we are gonna have. So it'll be the exact same thing pretty much, but I am just gonna be bringing you closer to his pan first. Now remember, the green onion is just going to be like a topper when we're all done with some sesame seeds. Can't wait to try that, right? Probably would help if I turned on the other pot, the other pan. All right, so I'll bring you closer. All right, this is looking so good. It's just gonna go a couple more minutes. It does have a little butter in there, so you know it's gonna be really flavorful. And I did put aside a little bit of water from, I'm gonna be putting aside water from both of the ramens that are cooking. And so it says like the recipe, I think it said something like 3 cups, but I know my family, so we're just gonna try about a handful. If you are a cabbage lover, you do exactly what the recipe says. You do you. So I just know my family. We're just gonna be a little small fry in this ramen meal. All right, Paul's just brought in the food, or the chicken. It looks so good. So it does have some extra crisp to it because of the teriyaki has sugar in it, right?
Yeah, the sugar burns a little bit on the grill. Kind of caramelizes, and it's okay though. I'll cut those pieces off.
Yeah, it still looks delicious. So we're gonna cut those into just kind of like some small chunks. If you can kind of do that.
This is what happens when you listen to Phillips Bam Bam Live when you're grilling.
I was saying the same thing, that I was trying to moderate and do this at the same time.
Like, oh crap, I forgot the chicken.
We're just great friends of theirs. We're willing to sacrifice a photogenic picture of chicken. All right, so let's chop that up. Look at those ones. Those are going to be Paul's lunches. So we're going to just chop that up and then start putting it all together, and I can't wait. It's so good. It smells delicious already. Okay, it looks like just one big mound of rice. Isn't that funny? So I'm just going to put half of this. And then get it going into the noodles. And if you want to put more chicken in this, Paul, you feel free.
That's good enough.
And get some other stuff. Trying to break this apart a little bit. This was the first noodles I cooked, so it's a little bit like cooled down, but they're breaking apart. Ooh, that sauce smells so good. You know what I'm gonna do? Oh, you know what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of sesame seed in this too. Oops, that's not sesame seed. I'm gonna put the green onions on top. You guys, I wish I had smell-o-vision going on here. What do you think, Jonas?
The smell and it looks really good.
All right, I'll show you when I plate now. All right, so now we're gonna plate. Oh my gosh, it looks good. It smells good. I am so impressed. So far we'll see. I'm just putting Paul's on a plate. I'm using leftover paper plates from 4th of July. Now, Jonas, do you want me to put a little bit of each on your plate?
Yes.
Would you like that? All right, let's start sitting down. Jonas, what do you think?
It's really good.
So good? Should I make it again? All right, it's kind of hot.
That's very good.
Very good, and that's gluten-free noodles.
They're
Oh,
good.
I'm so excited to try.
They're really good.
Ezzy, how's your ramen? He hasn't been feeling the best, friends, so I think this is perfect for him. His is a little warm too, so I can't wait to try mine. So I did get a little bit of the rice noodle here, and then this is just the regular ramen here. It is so good. So let me tell you a little secret here. So I have ramen here and rice noodles here. Now we have in the past tried rice pastas, just like in the gluten-free sections, but this was rice noodles right from the Asian section. And oh my gosh, with all its flavor, I would think I would prefer just to have it with the rice noodles, just because it is just so good. It is good with the ramen, but knowing our family's diet situations, and honestly, it was already in the Asian section, why not try it, because it is so delicious. So let me inhale this. So we just wanted to show you what was left over. So we have this much for tomorrow. So this should be plenty for my dinner and the boys' dinner. And then this is how much Paul has left over for lunches. So he's gonna eat some for dinner tomorrow and then have some for lunches through the week. It was a tad spicy, but if you he loved it.
It was good.
So good. So if your family would prefer not to have it spicy, just either omit it or just put a third or half of the amount that is asked for of the sriracha. But other than that, we loved it. We actually sent a picture of our dinner to Danny and Tina to pretty much brag. That's probably what we're doing. But we wanted to invite them over for dinner in the future, making
Chicken Ramen Stir Fry.
Chicken Ramen Stir Fry. So we want to definitely invite our friends over for it. And remember, I thought the rice noodles were awesome. So thanks for stopping by. I know it wasn't a traditional barbecue one, but having Paul grill gave it a lot of flavor to our meal. So thanks for doing that.
Yeah, pat my back.
Okay, pat his back. So thanks for stopping by. Give this video a thumbs up and stick around.
You just never know what Ines will be rolling out next.
Bye, everybody.
She trained me.
I just realized I did not put the garlic in. So you guys, go to the recipe. It's in the description box. And next time it will be even better.